Hi there, Loy Machedo. Speaking to you from LoyMachedo.com. Who's Loy Machedo? Think Personal Branding. Okay, it's 15th of June, 2023. I'm going to do something which I don't think I've done ever. Okay, that is give you a list of movies that I've watched, maybe over the past 2 months or 2.5 months. And I'll give you my ratings with one star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star, 5 star. Okay, 5 star being like must watch, my favorite movie, and obviously 1 star means please avoid it. Don't kill your time. I normally watch movies when I'm eating food because I don't know, it's just I enjoy. So these are the movies that I watch, and the way I watch movies is just so that you know, I don't watch a movie like the whole movie. I'll watch 15 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour, then next day watch it again. Sometimes I watch 10 minutes of one movie, 5 minutes of another movie, 15 minutes of another movie, or 1 minute each. And if the movie is terrible, I might watch that movie every day for a minute. But if the movie is good, I stick to watching that movie. And very rarely does a movie come along where I just watch the whole thing. I have to watch the whole thing, even if I finish eating food. So here will be my list. And let me know what movies you recommend for me to watch. And let's go on. Okay, so put your comments and thoughts down below. So the first movie that I want to start with 0 star. 0 star is Black Adam's The Rock 2022 adventure movie. Okay, 0 stars. The reason I'm giving this movie 0 stars is not because I don't like Dwayne Johnson or I'm trying to hate on him. I really couldn't bear to watch it. I really couldn't bear to watch it. It is so terrible. It is so horrible. I mean, I could literally feel uh, Dwayne Rock Johnson's interference in the movie because he tried to portray himself as this god kind of superhero that bullets don't hurt him, nothing affects him, he is invincible. Like, I think his positioning was, I'm the Rock, my brand is big, I'm going to be the biggest star in the DCU universe. And I think it clearly showed a lot of studio interference, not studio interference, his interference, because he has a very strong, very strong brand. So I, and I'll tell you, this is one movie I couldn't bear to watch. I, I've tried watching it for the past 2 months, 1 minute segments. I just couldn't. I just can't. I just can't. So finally, after struggling for 2 months, I'm giving this Black Adams a 0 out of 22, 0 out of 5. If you want to punish someone or torture someone, I would recommend taking them for this movie. Okay, so that's the only movie in a very long time that I'm giving a 0 star. And 2 stars, it was a UFC, that is a fight, Nunes versus Aldana. That is if you're a UFC fighter. This was a good fight. I kind of liked it. I didn't like the finals, that is the main card, that is Nunes versus Aldana. But the Oliveira versus Dariush, that is if you are a UFC fan, you'd know this guy. That was a good fight. But the final one was nothing. But one of the main reasons why I did watch it is because it's this champion's last fight. But overall, it was a 2 out of 10. The rest of the other fights were boring. By the way, Ultimate Fighter Season 31, that is Images, that is Conor McGregor, this fight that is happening. Disappointingly, even though, if you're a hardcore fan of fighting, you might watch it, but otherwise, I would give this a 2 out of 5. It's not so great. And if you're not a UFC fan, you'd not even bother watching this. So anyway, that is the only 2 out of 5 star rating. The next one, which goes in the category of 3 star. 3 star is where if you can watch it, it'll be great. If you're not able to watch it, you don't lose anything. But just give it a try to kill time. The first one is White House Down. I was very curious to see how is White House Down and the other one, that is the Olympus Has Failed. Both of them, same story. Both of them, the bad guys try to seize the White House, capture the US president, and how they save. Um, this one, if you compare Olympus Has Fallen is Gerald Butler and Aaron Eckhart. Morgan Freeman is also there. But White House Down is Tatum, Jamie Foxx, and Maggie Gyllenhaal and all that. Uh, Personally speaking, I would rate Olympus Has Fallen higher than White House Down. White House Down, the reason why I didn't like it is there's too much of father-daughter bonding, and I think the director, what's his name? Yeah, Ronald Roland Emmerich. That is that disaster movie director. There was too much unwanted action, and there was also this what do you call that? Hints of they trying to make it funny. Jamie Foxx tried to give some humorous lines. It fell flat. I I don't know. I just didn't like it. James Wood, who is the bad guy in this, he gave a good performance. I liked his performance, but otherwise, I thought this was vanilla. But Olympus Has Fallen. Gerald Butler gave a solid performance. I like the serious tone of the entire movie, which went right from beginning, and it was directed by Anton Fuqua. I think he is pretty famous. He has directed some nice movies. Let me just show you. Anthony Fuqua, what are the movies? Nice name, fuck. Okay, Training Day, Replacement Killers, Tears of the Sun. Okay, so Equalizer, Part 2. Emancipation was a good movie. I like that. The Magnificent Seven was a good movie. Equalizer he directed. So he really put some substance into Olympus Has Fallen. So at number 3, 3-star, Olympus Has Fallen and White House Down. Then same in the number 3 category is Safe House. Safe House with Denzel Washington, Ryan Reynolds. Serious movie. A bit of, when Denzel Washington acts in these Equalizer kind of movies, it's kind of hardcore. Action thriller. I kind of liked it, but it does drag a little bit. And there are bits and pieces of the movie that you just get detached from the movie. Like Equalizer, it really sucks you in. This one, sometimes it'll detach and then you'll go in. So I didn't feel the movie was directed so very well. Okay. And next one, Evil Dead. Now, if you are a horror fan, this movie, let me tell you, has blood. It has lots of blood. Sorry, they have put here Evil Dead 13. No, 2023. Evil Dead 2023. It's not the 2022. The 2023 one, the one that I watched, this one will show you the images. Man, the amount of blood that they have in this movie, the amount of blood, it's not even funny. I'll tell you this. There are horror movies that have blood. This movie has so much blood. It's like, the movie Shining with the Stanley Kubrick, when they open the elevator and full gushing blood, all that comes out. That much blood is there. It is horror. For a horror fan, it's entertaining. It's not that bad. But I felt the excess amount of blood really messed up everything. The actress, who was the actress, she did a good job. Where are the actress? Wikipedia, come on. Wikipedia. Okay, it's a 5th installment. Okay, who are the Lily Sullivan? Okay, Australian actor. She did a good job. Okay, she did a good job. So overall, what I would say is, if you don't mind the blood, then it's a movie to watch. If, however, blood and horror is not your thing, then I think you need to be careful about this movie. But it's worth a watch. See the trailer, the extended trailer. It's mentioned there. Then the next movie that I watched is The Time Machine. This was really such a nice movie. The first half, I really liked it so very much. It was like going up. I was like, yes, finally a movie that is thought-provoking, that is nice. At, number 5, then slowly went down to number 4. And then the second half of the movie is just terrible. This movie, the second half of the movie is so bad that this would have dragged the movie to a 2 star, but I gave it a 3 star. Guy Pearce, great acting. I think he kind of saved the movie. But I watched the behind the scenes documentary. They put a lot of effort, but the movie was sadly a flop. But if you're watching this movie for something thought provoking, I think it's worth a watch. And the only reason I give it a 3 star is because this was a thought provoking concept of time travel. So do watch The Time Machine. Time Machine is not a bad movie. I especially like the machine that they invented. Really nice, cool looking machine. Okay, then back to horror. The Pope's Exorcist. Okay, Russell Crowe does a damn good job. Okay, however, I mean, they try to replicate the horror of The Exorcist. They failed, and in between, I think what irritated me was them trying to make it funny with the jokes and all that. That backfired. I was like, why the hell are you trying to make it funny, man? Just keep it serious. The child actor, whatever the child's name is, very well acted. I was like absolutely blown away with the youngster who is there. I think name is no Peter D'Souza. Peter D'Souza, this guy. What an actor! He is absolutely amazing. Huh? I mean, he gave a performance that really, people should seriously look at him as a potential to be a great actor. He had really, I mean, the young boy who acted being possessed by the devil, he really acted well. Russell Crowe, as usual, good. But what pissed me off was his attempt at humor. The director messed it up over there. Okay. Now we go to the 4 star, the 4 star ratings. First is Invincible. This one is a very inspiring sports drama. It's about a rugby, a coach who takes on you call it rugby or football, American football. He takes charge of this team. And in this town, just to get a little bit of excitement, he says, okay, we're going to have trials where local people can qualify for this. So what happens is this guy, it seems he already has a physique, he already has the stamina, he has the strength, and he applies. The coach never thought that anyone would come and qualify. He does, and it's a true story. Huh? By the way, this is what shocked me, so that is why I really liked it. Mark Wahlberg is amazing. Greg Kinnear, yeah, he's also good. I kind of enjoyed it. So if you're looking for something inspirational, I would say the first one is Invincible. It's a 2006 movie. Next one is The Express, 2008 movie. This one is once again American football. True story. Kind of at the ending, it'll really kind of tear jerk you. It wasn't like one of those movies like Denzel Washington's, what is that? Remember the Titans. This one was like going up, 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 and then it goes into an anti-climax. So that's why maybe it didn't, succeed at the box office. The actors were really great. Dennis Quaid gave a great performance. I mean, this is one of those movies where if you're not looking for just pure entertainment, look at it for the reality of life. This is a good movie. I kind of enjoyed it, and I would recommend for others to see it for the reality aspect. Then comes Whiplash. This is one of my students asked me to watch it. I also wanted to watch it, but I has to keep putting it away. Whiplash is, the drumming thing, and it's about the obsession of a mentor who wants his student to be the world's best. It has got multiple awards. It's even the poster, if you look at it, there's so much of praise. Oh, but I'll tell you, the acting is world class. J.K. Simmons. I've seen J.K. Simmons in Spider-Man, the guy with the mustache. I've seen him act in a couple of movies. I never noticed him as much as I noticed him in this movie, and I've become a hardcore fan of J.K. Simmons. Miles Teller is another gifted actor, and their chemistry was just simply mind-boggling. And I would tell you this, that the director, Damien Chazelle, or whatever his name is, he truly deserves all the praise for making such a tight, intense movie. Okay. I was glad that I finally got to watch it, but it's very intense. Huh? Let me tell you that much. Then comes Chris Rock's Selective Outrage, 2023. I know, everyone knows the reason why we wanted to watch this is because after he got slapped by Will Smith, he kept silent for a year, and we were waiting for him to give the response. And in this video, this on stage performance, he gives his response. Um, even though he got massive praise and everyone was like, wow, and all that, I wouldn't say this is one of his best work. I would rather say that it was okay. There were times where I just looking at the screen. But that Will Smith one, I did want to focus. He kept it right at the end. And the jokes are okay. The jokes are not bad. And yeah, a little bit of, female sex, vagina, putang, and all that stuff is there. Overall, I gave it a 4 out of 5. At times, I was tempted to give it a 3 out of 5. So, Chris Rock, Selective, Outrage, comedy, stand-up special. Okay. Next one is Creed, part 3. The only reason I watch this is my friend who's into boxing. She's into boxing, Muay Thai, and all that. She said, you must watch it. Michael B. Jordan and Jonathan Majors, who's going through massive amount of controversy. I mean, they gave a good performance. Huh? They really gave a good performance. They made their physique so good. He tried to continue the legacy of this movie without Rocky, without Sylvester Stallone. And they tried to make it a story of their own. But that inspiration or that high watermark that Sylvester Stallone's movie had, it can't be replicated. Overall, I felt this was entertaining, and especially I like the ending where they kind of make it look very natural. And kudos to Michael B. Jordan. He directed the movie, so I have nothing but respect for Michael B. Jordan. He is an unbelievable actor, and even Jonathan Major really gave a great supporting cast. So, uh, Creed 3 2023. I give it a 4 star. Now you'll be surprised at the movie I'm going to give the next movie 4 stars. That is Pathan. Pathan, which is the Hindi movie, which is very rare for me to give Hindi movies a good rating. And that too, Shah Rukh Khan. I mean, I'm not a fan of Shah Rukh Khan at all. But I'll tell you, after all the hype and this and that, once again, another female model who is acted in Indian movies as a side heroine. She said, "No, need to watch it. It's nice." Um, it has elements of the Fast and Furious. It has the element of um, the Marvel universe. It has different elements. It has the action scenes of many Hollywood movies. Okay, and you must suspend disbelief. You must have believe anything that they show you. Like for example, Shah Rukh Khan when he's fighting with this guy John Abraham on a moving container truck. There is an iron rod that is connecting to helicopters, and John Abraham pulls it, and both the helicopters they come close, and he pulls it and connects it to the trailer. I mean, he's that strong, and then Shah Rukh Khan releases it, and so there are moments where you have to suspend disbelief. And then Salman Khan's cameo appearance, how he attacks with his scarf, he pulls one guy up. And I think in the whole movie, the silliest scene was when the train was about to crash, like the Fast and Furious. And they both, you can clearly make out it's like a CGI cartoony thing where they both are running and the train is falling and ting, 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 ting. That was funny. But overall, I'll tell you, I was really blown away by Shah Rukh Khan. I mean, his physique was amazing. John Abraham was, I couldn't believe his physique. Deepika Padukone, that actress, she's just there because she's sexy and she is very good looking. I don't think she added any value. Dimple Kapadia, who is another actress, she was overacting a little bit. Her role was also good. I felt that this movie really exceeded expectations. Like, I was not planning to watch it. And when I did decide to watch it, I was like, it's going to be another mess. But the way the camera, the director, what is the director's name? Siddharth Anand. I don't know much about him. He, the way he moved the camera, the way he was trying to make it more like a Marvel kind of cinematic universe. The camera was on the gun, and when the gun moves, the camera moves along. So those are nice scenes. But there are plenty of silly scenes, like this guy's getting beaten, like the Marvel character Scarlett Johansson. She was getting beaten by the bad guy. So the guy's beating Shah Rukh Khan, da, 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 and you can literally hear the sound, and his teeth don't break, and he's simply ha 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 laughing. And when they escape, the helicopter goes 90 degrees up. So there are moments which are very, very silly, but the Dubai shots were very nice. Me having lived in Dubai 40 years, I could clearly make out this is shot in Marina, this is shot on the Palm Island, this is shot in Dubai. So that was nice. And they did make product placement, EMAR, pretty well. Overall, you'll be shocked to know that I recommend this movie for entertainment. But yes, you have to suspend disbelief, and it is far more better than Fast and Furious, at least. So kudos to Shah Rukh Khan for a guy who has always hated his movies and not watched. I know I'm supposed to watch Swadesh. I would say this movie, wow, I'll give kudos to you. And you did a good job, man. Good job. No wonder this movie has really scored big time. Okay, so this was the surprising. Now comes the five-star must-watch movies. The first one will be Guy Ritchie's The Covenant, 2023 release. Jake Gyllenhaal and Dar Salim, who plays the translator. Man, this is like a hardcore war movie. I would seriously recommend, if you're looking for a movie with substance, friendship, if you're looking for the unromantic side of war, which doesn't kind of portray US as, oh, we are the greatest nation, and like a Rambo kind of this thing. This is a must-watch movie. The seriousness of human character, and it highlights, the main story is about how US pulled from Afghanistan and just abandoned all its translators, all the Afghan people who supported it. So Jake Gyllenhaal works with the Dar Salim in this movie, and then the translator, Afghani guy who's played by Dar Salim, he saves his life, and then Jake Gyllenhaal is sent back to the US. Now he can forget about it and live his life, but then because he is considered a traitor, and Afghani people are searching for him and his wife, and they want to kill him, he actually fights to get him back. And when the system doesn't allow it, he personally flies down. So it's a worthwhile watching. It's a movie that is worth your time. I would definitely say, if not for the action, I would say the human connection. Okay. So Guy Ritchie's The Covenant, 2023. Next one is SOMM, which is a documentary, 2012. This one is a slow documentary, very real, but I would definitely recommend you to watch it if you are looking at perfection, if you're looking at human dedication, discipline, obsession to be the world's best. There is this whole documentary is about wine tasters who are called sommeliers, and there is the master exam that is called the master sommelier exam. It seems in the last, I don't know, 100 years or so, only 40 people have managed to get that title. So it's not only you have to go for the theory, you have to go for the actual, serving wine. You're tested there. And then comes the tasting. The tasting is the hardest, where they'll give you any wine, maybe 100 or 200 different kinds of wines. They'll pick up any one, and you have to give the name of the bottle, where it was made, how old it is, what are the ingredients, everything. It's unbelievable. This movie really shocks you. This is the second time I'm watching it after a long time. So SOMM 2012 is a worthwhile documentary. Highly recommend, but remember, it's slow. It's not like this fast-paced action entertainment. Uh, this one, Sisu, Sisu 2022. It was released. Action movie. I have to caution you, it's a bit like Quentin Tarantino's Blood and Gore, chopping, cutting, slicing, killing. It's like a hardcore war movie. Man against the Nazis kind of thing. Watch the trailer. If you can stomach the trailer of a knife going through a guy's brain and chopping of the limbs and all that, then you should watch this. This is pure male alpha testosterone filled movie, and right from the get-go till the end, it doesn't stop. So it's like a very intense movie, and this is one of those movies I was like, "Ugh," just watching. So see if you can stomach this. Then at number, no, 5-star again, The Butler 2023. I watched this movie only because This was a very historical movie. Forrest Whitaker gives an amazing award-winning performance. Brilliant. Brilliant is not the word. It shows how this guy, Robert Whitaker, he was able to serve so many presidents as a butler. And I'll tell you, each and every president, the character, the way they have shown, it is absolutely brilliant. Yes, go out, go out, go out. I'm making video. My daughters come here. Wait, just give me a second. Go out, go out. Huh? Okay, okay. Go, mummy, go, mummy. Close door. Thank you. Close door, close door. Thank you. That was my daughter. Yeah. So, anyway, that's something you can't help. Ah, I know I'm a bad father. Okay. So, The Butler 2013. I think what I liked most was Forrest Whitaker. These performances world class. The presidents, the way they showed. And, Lee Daniels, who's the director, I mean, he really should be given global recognition. Let me see which are the movies that he has directed. Lee Daniels, the movies he has Precious, I need to watch it. He has directed more of these black kind of movies with black actors. But I think they are pretty heavy. They are not light. Okay, Precious is a movie that has won many awards. But Butler, great story. I loved it. And this is the second time I've watched it. I would highly recommend if you want to see a historical movie. And let me tell you, even Oprah, all of them, they've given a performance of their life. Okay. And yeah, do watch each character playing the president of USA. I mean, that was kind of nice. Again, 5-star Air Force One, which is a 1997 movie. This goes back in time. Harrison Ford. It's more of the Rambo, Sylvester Stallone, kind of thing. One man, he will save the day. So Harrison Ford really did a great job. I'm watching this movie after very, very long, and even though I've watched it after a very long time, it's only the ending when you see the CGI, you'll realize this is an old movie. Otherwise, you'll not feel this is an old movie. Really well acted. If you're looking at entertainment, which really still stands the test of time, Air Force One, 1997, great action movie. And the final movie that I recommend at 5-star, must watch. Even though I was supposed to watch The Blind Side for so long, I kept putting it off because I don't know, I just thought it would be a very family oriented movie. But this turned out to be a true story. And the main reason why I watched it is because I wanted to figure out why this was so inspirational. And many have rated Sandra Bullock as one of her finest performances. I think she won quite a number of awards for this movie. So it was a great movie. I think if you're looking for inspiration, you must watch this movie. And then, to my surprise, when I found out this was a true story, I was like, oh, wow. So here goes. So this is the top rated movies in my number 5 must watch category. So overall, this is the review for all the movies that I've watched. I'll put down the list in the description. Let me know what do you think, and would you like another video like this? If you've watched till the end, you can let me know. Would you like me to share content like this and give you my video recommendations? So overall, I look forward to your feedback, and let me know which movies you think I should watch and give a review about. All right? Good, bad, ugly. Comment down below. This is me signing off. You guys take care.